Hey everybody, it's Tarina. How are you guys today? I'm going to make another project using this month's club transfer. I've already started painting because I didn't want you guys to have to sit and watch paint dry, but I've got a fun one for you guys today. If you saw the bag, the tote bag, I kind of am going along the same lines of the tote bag with the plaid at the bottom and just to give it a kind of fun, well, kind of that idea. Anyway, I'm going to turn you guys around, flip you guys around so you guys can see this really quick. Let me go over there real fast. All right, there it is. Hello, friends. Okay, let's dry. I'm going to just, this is almost dry. I did use my heat tool already on it, so let's finish drying it real quick. Oh, and if you guys don't see that little red live right there, that means you're on the replay. So just put hashtag replay in the comments if you are watching this on the replay. All right. So the other thing I want to do is with the strawberries, I want to make them more of a three-dimensional look. Okay, and we've got this new UV resin, which I'm excited about. So I've got my UV resin and I've got my UV light. We have those actually available right now. Um, let me take this and move this. I had that so my circle wouldn't move. So let's do this. How are you guys today? Like I said, this is another project with this month's club transfer. Um, this is watercolor paper, and I'm going to get white and cherry for this. And I need a little bit of water in this cherry. And then let's see, I want to use pesto. I'm going to use pesto on the little green part. Before I do anything else, I also got glitter out. Oh, shoot, I just knocked something over. Here it is. All right. So I did grab my glitter. So I've got my emerald. Well, it says emerald, but it's a green glitter, and then I've got this big chunky. Oh gosh, I am just knocking everything over, you guys. I've got this big chunky red glitter that we're going to be using. Okay, so let's use this right here. Hope you guys are doing good. If you want the project info, just put club in the comments. I'm trying to give you guys several different project ideas with this one transfer. This is one of my favorite transfers of all time. I'm very excited about it. All right, I'm going to put the lid back on that. We're doing paste and pull because we want to not let that paste dry in the screen. Also, if you guys didn't know, right now, Club for this month, if you join Club, you're going to get 5 free transfers. And these are all really great. In fact, I did the bag and I showed the blueberries transfer. It is phenomenal. I made a bag based off of that as my example. And I made it with the strawberries. So they go together. It's really cute. But you get 5 free transfers just for signing up. And they're all retired. Oh gosh, I don't know what is up. I thought I had a brand new cherry. I guess we're going to be using candy apple instead. All right, never mind, not cherry. Candy apple's fine too. So if you want any of the info, just put club in the comments. Like I said, this is not the first project I've done with this transfer. I've actually done 3 others, and I have a couple more to do for you guys before the month end. I'll just lift that up. Pretty. All right. And I wanted this to be a 3-dimensional element. And so that's what we are going to do. And the resin will really help us to make it really pop. Okay. So let's pull this up. Look at that. Super pretty. I'm going to stick this on the backer sheet. We're going to use that in a minute. Let me just dry this real quick. Okay, now we're going to fussy cut this. We fussy cut some strawberries on the second project that we did. It was really kind of cool. It was a little box frame, and fussy cut just essentially means cut around an element. It's all these strawberries right now. And if you guys have never used the UV resin or any type of UV resin, it's really fun. I love UV resin. There's one. Here's another one. Now, with UV resin, you can let it sit outside and it will cure, but it takes about 30 minutes to an hour, depending on how much sun you've got. But with the UV light, it takes 2 to 4 minutes. So it's pretty quick. Okay, let's toss this real quick. And then I'm going to grab out this. This just holds it still. Okay. Now, if you're not familiar with UV resin and you feel more comfortable using gloves, I suggest doing that. Just make sure, yeah, I figured as much. This is a brand new package, so you have to open it up. Maybe. Scissors. Let me get a pokey thing. Come on. Come on, you silly little thing. And if you get the resin on you, you need to make sure you get it off your hands. Okay. You do not want that stuck to you. All right, so we're going to start with just the green part first. We're just going to kind of squeeze it on. You can kind of like direct it. That tip is kind of fun to be able to direct it. Another thing about UV resin to me, it is a little thicker and you can kind of direct it where you want it to go. Especially having this little tip thing. Okay. Always put your lid on. So I just have a little tongue depressor, and I'm gonna just kind of sprinkle on the glitter onto the resin. And just kind of like tap off some of that glitter. Okay. Now we're going to take our UV light and we're going to set it for about 2 to 4 minutes. I wonder if I can do them at the same time. Okay, just a few more minutes, a few more seconds, and this will be preliminarily done. The idea is that you want this to be set up enough that it's like hard, it's not moving, okay? So the next step, just gonna brush off any type of red, green. So now we're gonna do the red, do the same thing. Let me see if I can bring this closer to show you guys. And I just use the tip to kind of swirl it around the chalk paste. I don't need a huge amount of it because I just need enough for the glitter to stick to. Okay. There's one. Like I said, it is a little bit thicker. And when you squeeze it on with that, I'm not squeezing like all the time. I just squeeze out a little bit and swirl it around with that tip. Just like that. Okay, set that down. And take this, sprinkle on some of this chunky glitter. Just kind of move it around. Okay. Okay. Tap it off. Cool, right? So let me just get rid of the excess glitter. The trash house. little spot I missed. Okay. I really want these to like shine. So I want to come back over. With more of this UV resin. Make it really pop. Okay. See, I don't know if you guys can see the difference, but by putting that UV resin over top, it really makes that red sparkle. Okay. All right. Again, 2 to 4 minutes. Because we put a lot on, I would probably do 4 minutes with this. Okay. This has been 4 minutes. Oh, and it's hard. That's nice. Look how fast. Look how fast I can touch it. Look how cute that is. So cute. Okay. So we're going to set those aside. Again, that's the UV resin. So cool. There's a UV light. Make sure you don't look into it while it is on. That will damage your eyes. I am going to go around the outside of my little strawberries. You guys watched another one of my lives, so you know that my kids used to call strawberries strawberries. Okay. You might have a little bit of errant pieces of glitter. That's okay. All right, set those guys aside. Let me dust this guy off. How cool is that? The strawberries look really cool. Okay, so I'm going to grab out my little round. Okay, I'm going to get my surface wax and a rag. If you are new to chalk, make sure that you use, this is just a good practice to do, some surface wax over a painted surface or a chalked surface, either way. I did use chalk paste on my surface. It just protects the surface. Just go over it with your hand. Nice, you want it nice and smooth. Okay, that's perfect. All right, I'm gonna grab my, move these guys over a little bit. I'm gonna use my buffalo plaid. Let me see, I'm gonna just check. Where's that transfer? There it is. Go down just a little bit. And like I said, I did this on that cute little tote bag. think we're going to overlap quite a bit more. There we go. That'll probably be good right there. Okay. So we are going to use, now I got this eggshell blue, which is kind of a green. The eucalyptus just seems a little dark, and I used jade on the tote bag, which to me is more of this eggshell blue. And I think that'll be pretty on it. I don't know. We'll try it. I think it's going to look nice. It's kind of a greeny color. I'm just going to smooth it over. Again, if you guys want any info on anything I'm using today, just put club in the comments. And if you're not already a club member, I'm telling you, this is the best month to sign up because you get 5 free transfers. Oh, that's pretty. Yeah, that's a really pretty color. It looks almost green. Let me grab my heat tool. We're going to dry this real quick. And because we're using paste over paste or transfer over paste, I want to, we're going to wax this as well. Just protects both the surface and the transfer. Grab my transfer. And we're going to do the strawberries first. I'm going to put a bow right here. So I do want to come down just a little bit. And we can probably move that U-pick up just a little bit. I'm telling you, I'm sticking my finger in everything today. Get this stuff ready. I'm going a brand new black. I love new paste. I love opening new pastes. Okay. Candy apple. All right. So let's start with the green. This is pesto. Because it's paste, we do need to do a paste and pull, okay? Because you don't want that paste to dry in your screen. That's pretty. pesto. Just using all the tools today. Okay, that looks great. We're going to do one more black. Okay, so then we're going to do candy apple. I'm just trying not to get the other colors in. Drag it across. Right. Let's pull this up. Oh, that's pretty. Okay, let's sit this on the backer sheet for just a sec. And we're gonna dry this. So now we're gonna do the U-pick. I'm gonna get it as close as I can. Stick something underneath this so it doesn't pull up anything. Okay, we're gonna grab pesto again. All right. Pull that up. Lay it back down. We're gonna do the black on that arrow real quick. And we'll pull the whole thing up. Perfect. There we go. And I've got just a little tiny baby smudge right here. Okay. All right, so we are going to put our little straw babies down. This. Oh, I just cracked it. Oh, that's okay. I'll fix it. I fixed it. I just pushed it right back. Be careful. Don't crack them. It's still a little wet, so that's okay. They are because it's on paper, it kind of bent a little bit. Do you see that? All right. So it's not going to lay flat. I guess we don't really want it to. I want it like this. Just be really careful. Don't crack it. Only I could do that. Use a little stick fast. That's funny. Okay, let's do a ribbon or bow. And I think we're going to lean towards the, let's see, what about putting, no, that's too big. I think we're going to lean towards doing reds. I might need a green. Okay, so we're not going to, I don't want to do this huge magnanimous bow. I want it to be pretty. So I think we're gonna do that the two loop bow. This, this. Okay. So essentially, what you do, just like this, make a loop and gather it in the center, like that. I do want a couple tails. That's not long enough. That's gonna be pretty. And I just use a chenille stick, also known as a pipe cleaner, to hold it. Trim it. We'll trim those up after. Grab this green. It's pretty green. Matches. Same thing. You guys, I'm so sorry. My nose is just crazy. Nope, not big enough. Not big enough. I need those bows or the loops about the same size. You want the right sides out. Just trim that. That one's almost gone. I love this ribbon. Go down. We'll use those up in a minute. And it does help if they are wire edged. Wire edged always helps. Okay. All right. I have this. I don't know if we're going to have enough of this. I think I might run short of this one. Yeah. No, it's just too short. Too short. Okay, I have more. I do have more. But wait, there's more. Got this, and I've got this. I think we're going to do two. That'll be pretty. Okay. Trim that. And then just twist. Twist, 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 twist. Bring those tails down. I guess I kind of zhuzh it up a little bit. And when it's when we've got it finished, I'm gonna trim that real quick. When I've got these finished, I will trim the tails. I'm gonna glue this here. I'll finish those tails, and then I was gonna add a felt flower in the center. What do you guys think? Like I said, it's not going to cover that, but it's better if I've got it hanging so I can see where I want that bow. All right, you guys, I am so excited about this. If you want any of the info on this project, just put club in the comments. Hello. And yes, I don't know if you guys noticed, I have a tiara on because I was doing something with my team earlier and it called for a tiara. And so I forgot that I had it on when I started doing this project. All right, you guys, thank you so much for being here. I'm still kind of zhuzhing my bow here. Bow's cute, project cute. Project's cute. All right. Have a great day, guys. If you want any of the info, just put club in the comments and I'll send you the project list. This has been Tarina with Create with Tree. That's me. See you next time. Bye, everybody.